I think the impact work integrated learning will have on our students is it's going to intensify the learning they're having in that particular area. So not only are they learning in their regular class spells, but they're getting a full day on site to see how that applies in a real world context.
Our industry has a massive lack of staff, lack of tradesmen, lack of people that want to go into formal training.
I think schools really need to be open to talking to industry and proactively chasing those opportunities. My experience with dealing with the schools is the way that the curriculum is delivered is not reflective of the real world.
We need to look at the unit standards that can be achieved, and we need to make sure that they're not only getting the skills here, but they're getting taught that at school as well, because there's no point in the two being disconnected.
While the schools were teaching a really solid program, the advances in the industry had moved quite significantly and the schools hadn't quite kept up with it.
The idea of employers touching base with schools and working collaboratively with schools is really exciting. It's something that I think a lot of us would have wanted for a long time.
The potential for us to have classes that integrate and show our students what they're learning in the classroom and what they could have in the workplace, I think it's going to be worth it in the long run.
With Gateway, the kids go out, try the job, see if they like it, and that's where it finishes. With work integrated learning, the businesses work directly with the department and look at how they can structure their education of the kids so they can better enter the industry.
I know that I want to do something with engineering, but I don't know if I want to do digital or hands-on like this kind of stuff.
It's good to find out what your passions are and what you enjoy and what you want to do in your future.
I did Gateway when I was at school. Gateway was you learn what they teach you. Whereas what we're trying to give here is that we don't do the same thing over and over again, which means that they're going to learn different things each time and actually get a real experience of what work is like.
I've learned vertical welding today. I enjoy the people here are real good, and I quite like the more practical skills side of things.
Having that ability to show our students authentic context that what we're doing in my classroom is relevant and this is where it's going to take you, and be able to link your teaching to that is really powerful.
It was really good that I've done welding at school and I can come here and the guys here know that I have the capabilities to do welding, so it's really nice that they know my standards and where I'm at with this kind of work.
Looking at it simplistically, we're the practical part to their theory. While they are doing some practical work at Hutt Valley High, they don't have the space or the machinery or the technology that a business like us has.
The stuff they learn in here, although we can see it's relevant, if they're doing it but on bigger equipment in an actual business, they'll see how it all links in together.
I think those connections at all levels and all jobs are really, really important to keep us authentic and modern and meaningful in what we're talking about with our students. And I think that's where the Chamber of Commerce has been quite impressive. As a school, we've connected with them several times. It was a really easy way to get messaging out. Otherwise, I wouldn't know how to contact every single workplace in the Hutt Valley.
I think it's a really exciting opportunity that we can show our students what's out there and it's not far from where they live. And when you see a student who's gone out on placement and they've had that light bulb moment or that spark, and then they come back to school and they share that experience, it's awesome.
I feel really privileged that we're in this position that we can give these opportunities. I think it's actually our responsibility as well as part of being a reasonable size employer in the Hutt Valley to make these opportunities available and showing these students what opportunities are out there.
As a business in New Zealand, we need to start looking at our younger generation and how we can bring them up and fill those gaps we were using immigration for. I don't think it's a quick fix. You know, you're looking at 5 years, 6 years before it actually starts paying off. But if we don't start now, then we're going to be in the same problem in the next 5, 10 years.